Hey Roger, so you know those advertising stuff's kind of near and dear to my heart. I heard you got some really good stuff.
I do have some good stuff. I tell you what, every year it seems like it just keeps getting better and we keep getting more of it. So as you can see, these first two cases, we got a lot of smalls there. So got some key pieces in here. Got one that I think is really cool is that Olds thermometer, Olds Gasoline Engine Works thermometer. That's pretty cool. Yeah. And that PP match, it's a match safe, but it's really cool. I mean, you open it up and we got the oil pull Rumley oil samples. Over here we got some more cool stuff. Anything from a pressure gauge, a JI case pressure gauge, to Waterloo Boy stick pins, whetstone, more fobs, windmill items. As you go through the collection here, there's just Tyson, actually, there's a lot of different brands represented in here. I mean, you can see there's a lot of good Rumley pieces, big 430.
So explain this to me. I've been kind of curious about this piece this whole time.
My understanding is this was one that came off the building. It was a recast of the original, but it's awful, it's still a neat item, really. I know it's heavy. You pick it up, it's heavy. but yeah, it's an interesting piece. But I think originally there was one on the corner of the building, and like it was cast. Yeah, a cornerstone piece, and it was cast from that. So,
gotcha. Man,
we got some neat signs.
This goes on and on.
Yeah, I mean, you can just look at all the literature, and we got some cool signs. These signs here, it's a little rusty, but I tell you what, these things are popular. The vehicles with lugs or flanges prohibited, that's a neat old sign. And then, you go down here, just a lot of unusual pieces. The RV engine, that's a good piece. Stickney engines, Olds, international motor trucks. Cleatrack. Yeah, it is. It really is. There's something here for everybody. I mean, obviously, and I mean, hey Tyson, you're gonna like this. Check this out, motorcycle pieces.
Hey, yeah, man. So it's all over the board this year.
You even got Harley Davidson over here along with the Indian.
We're not biased, right?
Oh no, we like it all. I mean, a National Tractor Company catalog, cool piece. IHC catalog, all you guys like catalogs. Everybody seems to like a good catalog. I love them myself. These my understanding, these are Court tractors here. They only made one. He made one of each. So you see the Toro and the Ford there, but they're neat items. I mean, there was only one produced. Somebody said he built a number of them, but he only built one of each, and they're really neat. So one of one, something unusual for your collection. And this is really cool. If you look at this, the model New Huber threshing machine for 1913. I mean, somebody took a lot of time putting that together. I mean, that's just killer, really, when you look at it. So, we got literature racks, we got cup elevator signs. I mean, there's great signs.
So signs, speaking of signs, you've got some pretty crazy signs.
Yeah, we got some good signs, good deer signs, a good varieties of all brands. We got Oliver, we got Massey. And look at these, these old lanterns, those are killer. And then the partial piece of case neon there. And then you got your Fraser and Chalmers. This is kind of an unusual clock here, so that's a pretty neat piece too. And a couple 6x2 deer signs. You got Oliver plows, Massey case. You got a bubble deer sign that's reflective. You got an IH clock, McCormick dairy equipment. I can just keep walking through. Farquhar, Associated Waterloo, great John Deere Waterloo gasoline engine line, early little catalog. Got a lot of color in it. That's a great piece too. De Laval, Russell.
So does all of this stuff sell on the same day?
No, it's going to be 2 days. I think it's the 21st and 22nd. Well, actually, this will be the 21st. This stuff mainly that we're looking at now. Yeah, and then the lithographs the 22nd. They start closing at 6 o'clock. So that's going to be a whole nother auction of itself, So the lithographs, we got a little over 100 plus lithographs we're going to sell, and that'll be on the second night. But this stuff here all sells on the 21st. So just a nice variety of things. We got other signs. Yeah, that 3x9. Yeah, that's a nice sign. That's a pretty desirable sign there, and condition's pretty good on that. Really, if you look at it, I mean, it's a nice sign. I'd sure like to hang it at my shop. So, you know, and again, you got a great Nichols and Shepard lithograph, and this is going to sell before all the other lithos. And you got, yeah, you got Uncle Sam tractors, which is a cool piece on the 2030 tractors. And that is killer on the Banner Boy, twin litho sign. Yeah, advance, and then you got the JI case, the scenery in it, 10 lithograph sign as well. So, you know, that's a nice variety. AC, IH. Oh, this is a really good sign we don't want to leave out either. Is this Titan kerosene tractor sign? You know, we don't want to leave that out. Actually, the Oliver flange up there, Oliver Tractors and Implements. That's a nice flange sign. I mean, you know, those are pretty hard sign to find there. So one last thing here I want to show you while we're looking through is some of these glass negatives. And we purchased recently one of these lights so we can kind of, you know, show the detail in those, so when people come through to look at them, you know, you can do the same thing at home, but it's pretty neat. On the 22nd, the lithographs will be sold.
Let's go look at those.
You want to go look at them? All right. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones in there. So, and there's many brands represented here too.
So I mean, there's a lot here, but what are some of the standout pieces to you, maybe personally, or what do you think?
Well, you got this Belleville Threshers, Harrison Machine Works. That's just a really nice print there. You know, good scenery, engine. You got a neat McCormick up there. You know, the Native American scene there, and it's pretty cool.
That's real cool.
You know, and this exhibition, county fair, whatever. You know, it's got a really neat scene in this. I think this is gorgeous. The artwork, the colors, the kids, you know, they're the butter churns. I mean, just engines in the background, wagons. Lot going on, man. They were having a good time. They even had windmills in there. So, you know, it's a really neat event. You know, we also have Eli baling presses. That's fairly local piece, you know, from Quincy, Illinois. Obviously, you got your deer prints, you know, which are normal. You got Deer Mansur, you got Dane. Actually, this Dane piece is pretty neat too. This is actually a printer's proof. Okay, so when you talk printer's proofs, you got strike marks on the side. It's what the original. This is the original, what the copies were made off of. Then you got your print blocks along the edge, which shows the colors that were in that lithograph, you know. So that's a really nice Dane piece there. We got 100+ lithographs, all from one collection. We're selling on Pre-30 week. They'll be ending April 22nd at 6 p.m. So make sure you're online ready to bid. It's going to be extend all bidding, so bid early, bid often. Stay with us here at Aumann Vintage Power, and like I said, it's a lot of great items, stuff you'll probably never see again.